Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
We are from Group 13. Let us introduce ourselves. My name is Famia Fitra Ramadan from Food Technology major.
My name is Julian Fatimatul Zahra Ruhaini from major Food Technology.
And my name is Kirana Tagasubara from the Food Technology.
My name is Adnan from IC.
Today, we are going to interview someone who we think is very inspiring. He's someone who can master several foreign languages.
The person we are going to interview has the ability to master 6 languages, and the person we are going to interview is from Airlangga University from chemistry major.
Okay. What motivates you to learn 6 to 10 foreign languages?
What motivates me to learn 6 different languages is because I like to travel and I have a lot of friends from foreign. So in order to help me understand them and have a good communicate, of course I need to learn that language. And of course I'm not that fluent about that language, but I still have the basic for the communication about with them.
Which language was most difficult for you to master, and why? What was the reason?
The language that are hard for me to master there is 2. The one Chinese, the second is Japanese. The reason why it's hard for me to master it because the speaking, the accent, the vocal word that we use is different with that language. That make me hard to master it because maybe if I'm from Vietnamese or like that, I will have a better way to learn Chinese and Japanese because they have the same vocal, and that's why it's hard for me to understand Chinese and Japanese.
Thank you. And then moving on to the next question. How do your multilingual abilities support your skill in public speaking?
For that, I think when I learn another language, a lot of language, I learn that and I speak that. Of course, it will give suggestion for me that I like to speak. I like to speak this language. I like to speak about this. I like to speak about that. That's also supporting my public speaking because, well, I used to speak, so there's no problem with that. I think it's like that. It's so simple.
Next question. What learning techniques or strategy do you use to maintain fluency in particular?
My strategy to maintain my fluency in all 6 languages. Actually, it's simple. It's a practice. So, daily use, daily communication, and practice daily. That's the only way to keep the fluency in all 6 languages. Of course, it's hard because we are not using that 6 language daily. Maybe this day I will use 2 language. Maybe tomorrow I'll just use 3 language, and that's different. So, at least for me, it's practice.
Thank you. Next, what advice would you give to someone who wants to become multilingual and improve their public speaking skills?
My advice for them who want to become a multilingual or polyglot and improve their public speaking skill, I think it's different from each people. But my advice is you need to focus on one language first, so you don't get distracted. It's really hard when you learn 2, 3, or more different languages at the same time. So it's better if you focus on one language. And for public speaking skills, you just need to speak. You don't need to feel embarrassed, like what will people think about me? What will people think about this? You don't need to think about that. You just need to speak and practice. That's the important point of the public speaking skill.
Okay, the last question. If you were given the opportunity to go to another country, which country would you go to?
if I had the opportunity to go another country, I would like to go to Sweden and Chinese. Sweden because you know the aurora borealis. That's amazing view. That's what I want to go to Sweden. And the second Chinese has a lot of things that extraordinary. That's why I want to go that place. Yes, that's the country that if I have the opportunity to go, I will go to Sweden and China.
Okay, thank